Hey, what's up traders, Dave Hunter here and welcome to another weekly Forex forecast. So from the last week all my targets been hit and I think nothing much has changed, and the direction which is right now in the play will still continue, right? So we are now looking to the dollar index. This was my target. Then we get the pullback into the high volume candle, which was this one, right? And as you can see, this candle is quite a resistance, right? So this is a beautiful setup. You can see we have the equal highs created in here on the Tuesday, right? Then on the Friday, when the Powell was speaking, they just wipe it out, right? Then we have drop below this candle, right, which is actually our order block right now. And in my opinion, we will continue lower. I think we can go as far as 102 levels. So I think we will get simply over this low and it will continue lower, right? So I think that the price should not go above these levels, right? If we look to the COT data, which is quite important right now, we can finally see a drop in the net positions, minus 1600, right? It's not that significant drop, but slowly you can see that the power of it is taking off, right? And as we can see, some shorts were added, right? As well, what is very important is to decode it where it happened, right? So as we are looking to the 4 hours time frame, here is a Tuesday, and actually this data, what we can see in the report, was reported somewhere in here, right? So in here we can see that some shorts were already added from the latest report, basically probably on this swing down, right? Longs were still there, but in my opinion, in here, in this liquidity, were some more longs closed and some more shorts added, right? So in my opinion, we are going lower. As well, one more thing which I want to show you is a this, which is actually seasonal tendencies. And as you can see, the dollar index has two very bad months, mostly in there is a May, where the dollar is very weak, and it actually was happening this year, and dollar has nicely played out. And as well, it's a December, right? So it's one of the weakest months for the dollar. So it's only supporting my thesis that we will go lower, which means higher on the other pairs. Let's go to the euro, and in here we can see quite interesting things. So what actually happened on the Monday, price went up into my target, right? Then it has been dropping, right? Then we have dropped down here, which is actually where, let's go to the weekly to decode this. Let me hide the things from my template. Let me zoom it a little bit. I will use it like this, and what we can see in here, right, we can see beautiful weekly fair value gap, right? So what actually happened in here, the liquidity from the previous week was taken, right, dip into the fair value gap, and now in my opinion the price can continue nicely higher, right? Before we go to the lower time frame, I want to show you a few more things, right? Here is a COT data. As you can see, the more longs were added on the Tuesday, which was somewhere actually on the top, right? So I think that even more longs were added here on the Friday, right? So it's very bullish right now. And let me show you the seasonal data for the euro. And as you can see, the December is the strongest month for the euro, right? So I do not suggest to go short on the euro. Let's go to lower time frame. Let's go back to the 4 hours. Actually, we can go to the 1 hour. And what we can see in here, yes, price dipped into the below previous week's low, right? We can see almost, actually not almost, it is a highest volume candle in here, this engulfing candle, right, which was traded in here right below this pin bar. So in my opinion, this is a strong signal. And as well, if we look a little bit left, we can use 4 hours. If we look a little bit left, we have this breakup in here, then price was supported in here. But where was this support? Look again, this candle, which is the highest volume candle, look how nicely it is supporting it, right? And where the price actually dipped exactly, right? If I double click in here, it will bring me this dot, this small dot. I don't know if you see it in here. It's actually exact middle of this, right? So if I put a fib on this candle like this, right, you can see exactly on the middle of this volume candle, right? What means the volume candle? That means that there was a lot of trading by the market makers, and they simply do not want to go below this level, right? So as you can see, this level was supported one time, 2 times, right? And I do not think if they have such a positions, if they have such a positions in here. As you can see, they closing shorts and they adding longs, right? You can see that the net positions rise by almost 13k right now. Previous week 20k, previous week 19k, right? There is no way why it should go down. And right now I want to show you something as well. Let's go to this chart. It's actually a weekly chart, and it's a little bit more into the history. Let me move it like this, right? And here is some few things which actually happened back here in 2017, right? In here we can see that the price was going up, right? Then we have some consolidation, and then exactly the November-December price shoot up, right? And then it was repeating in here 3 years later. This is 2017, this is 2020. Again, price went up sharply, consolidation, then end of the year, brutal move up, right? So is this happening again right now in here? Actually, this is 2 years, right? But in my opinion, the euro can get onto this high, right? Nobody expect this, and I think it's a very possible if the seasonals are like this. And as well, if we can see this in here, right? It's a very bullish for me. All right, so I will be trading definitely only bullish side on the euro, right? Because we have beautiful dip into the level, right? And it's a nice way to start to trade here, right? This is a GBP, and as well, this one on the Monday, as my target was this previous month, it sharply moved higher, right? Then consolidated, dipped down, right? Price has been supported again by what? By strong volume, right? Here is a strong volume where the price, here is a strong volume where the orders been traded, and as you can see, price consolidated here and boom, right? Moving higher, right? As well, nice support by this previous week's high, right? So that's a very bullish, right? So where are we going right now? As the dollar is a bearish, I think this is very bullish, of course. And again, we can see this strong volume candle, how they are supporting the price, and what is, in my opinion, this would be a support for me, the strongest support in the 50% of this, right? And going up, right? So checking the COT data, very bullish, right? We've been speaking about this last week, that this looks bearish because it's still in the negative, but look what happened right now. Finally, it's seen in here. Finally, they showed their car side. Boom, 61k longs, right, from 43, right? And as well, it was supported on the Tuesday, so it was somewhere on this high, right? Let me move it like this. Oh, sorry, Tuesday was here, right? Okay, so they reported here, right? So this, where they reported these positions, and then they moved price higher, and then they move it back. What they most likely did in here, when we can see this and this volume, right? They mostly added more, right? I would bet that right now here would be maybe 70,000 already, right? So no reason to go below these levels, right? This would be supported, as I said, and I am bullish in here. Okay, so next one will be Aussie. Everything is very similar right now. Aussie is a little bit different, not so strong, right? But again, if we look to the COT data, we can see that we are coming from minus 96, right? Minus 71, right? So it's definitely bullish, and as the dollar is weak, I think we can go higher, right? I would not like to enter the breakout in here, because here is like not any structure, right? So I would like to see a pullback maybe first, right, and then entering longs, and I would be targeting 0.6725, right? If you look to higher time frame, it's quite a nice level, right? And again, where I'm targeting into the volume, right, where actually all this actual drop started, right? That's where the market makers started to trade. That's where they will have maybe some resistance, right? So that's, for me, looking like a reasonable target, right? Okay, so next one will be gold. So it's actually going to break this all-time highs, right? I'm almost 100% sure about it, right? You can see these three equal highs in here, right? And we are getting into it right now with quite strong volume, right? There is a power, there is a speed, and if you look to the COT data, that's very bullish. Look what happened in here. I kind of missed this, but this 41k change, which was maybe 8 weeks ago, probably somewhere in here, it is actually second biggest change in the history in the gold, and it's actually happening in here on such a high prices, right? I don't want to rather think what it could mean, but it's bullish. And last week 28k change, right? Look what happened. They closed shorts and they added longs, right? So it will go definitely above this, right? Right now, what I would do, I will not trade gold in here. I'm not interested in it. But if I have to think about it somehow, where I would be projecting my targets here, when something is approaching all-time highs, you simply need to use a fib, right? So what I'm going to do, what I would do, not going to do because I'm not going to trade it, I would take a fib, right? And simply I would measure this last swing, right? From here to here. And then I would take a standard deviations, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, right? That could be your potential targets, right? So yeah, I think this is going to break, and it can be a good ride up, right? So big congratulations for those who holding the physical gold. Could be even better, right? Or just if you simply nicely trading it, but I would not be trading a breakout in here, right? Anyway, that's it, my friends. Let's look to the news. We can see that on the Friday there is a non-farm payrolls. There is some Aussie CAT, right? But not any big news, right? So that could be a question what impact could be from this to the markets. But in my opinion, for this week, the Euro, CAT, GBP, Aussie, and all these pairs, they have really set for the big run, right? It's the end of the year, and I think this is gonna be a massive, big opportunities. Anyway, good luck, and see you next week. Bye-bye.